Hi, in this tutorial I will show the response of RC high pass circuit with square wave input. As you know that the RC high pass circuit consisting of two passive elements, resistor and capacitor. Let us take one resistor and one capacitor and place it in workspace. So take one resistor, where you can find the resistor here. Take resistor of 1 kilo ohm and place it in the workspace. Now select it and press Ctrl R to rotate it. Now take one capacitor of 1 microfarad and place it in workspace. Now in order to apply square wave input, let us take the function generator, where you can see the function generator on the right side. So take the function generator and place it in the workspace. Now connect the positive terminal of the function generator to the capacitor. Now let us take one ground, where you can see in the power sources ground. So select ground, place it in the workspace ground, connect ground of the function generator to the ground. Now connect the capacitor, the other end to the resistor, and the resistor, the other end to the ground. Now let us open this function generator. You can see that it consisting of three kinds of waveforms: sinusoidal waveform, triangular waveform, and square waveform. Let us click on the square waveform and let us change the frequency to say 1000 Hz. That means 1 kilohertz. So the amplitude peak value is 10 volts. Let us change the amplitude peak value to 2 volts. That means the peak to peak amplitude will become now 4. So let us close this. Now, so this is the circuit with function generator of 2 volts peak and 1 kilohertz square wave we are applying to the RC high pass circuit. So in this circuit we take the output across the resistor. Now in order to see the input and output waveforms, let us take 2 channel oscilloscope and place it in workspace. Connect channel A to the input, square wave input, and channel A ground to the ground. So we see the output across resistor. So connect to channel B. So connect to channel B to resistor and channel B ground. So in order to distinguish between the input and output waveforms, let us select the output line and right click on this segment color. Change the segment color to blue, or you can take any color of your interest. Now the circuit is finished. Now what is the time constant of the circuit? 1 millisecond. The time period of the input waveform is also 1 millisecond. Now let us check this circuit. So let us open the oscilloscope and let us expand the oscilloscope, make it into big size. Now let us run this. And pass the waveform. Now let us change the amplitude of channel A to 2 volts and channel B times voltage scale to 2 volts, and let us adjust the time scale to 1 millisecond, because we have taken a time period of 1 milliseconds or 0.5 milliseconds. Now let us reverse it by changing the background color of oscilloscope from black to white. Just press the reverse button. So this is the, you can see this is the response of RC high pass circuit to square wave input. So you can see that, so this is the capacitor discharging. So there is an amplitude change of 4 volts peak to peak. Now again the capacitor starts discharging. Again there is a sudden rise of 4 volts in amplitude. So this waveform is called as steady state waveform with a time constant of 1 millisecond. So this kind of response you can observe. From the square wave input with a input frequency of 1 kilohertz, and you can see the amplitude of the square wave is 4 volts peak to peak, that means 2 volts peak amplitude. Now let us decrease the time constant, that means you make the time constant very small. So in order to make the time constant very small, let us change either resistor value or capacitor value. Now I am changing the resistor value to say 0.1 kilo ohms. So 0.1 kilo ohms. Let us press OK. Now what is the time constant? The time constant now is 0.1 milliseconds. That means the time constant is very small. So let us see the response of the circuit. So you can see that the spikes are obtained because the time constant is very small. So you can check that. So these kind of spikes are obtained. So this is the positive spike. So this is the negative spike. You can see this is the steady state waveform. That means the response of the circuit after some time. So you can see that the positive spike is 4 volts amplitude. You can see that because each division is 2 volts, there are 2 divisions here. So that means the positive peak is 4 volts amplitude and the negative peak is also, so you can see this red one 4 volts. So the same change you can observe in the output, negative minus 4. So in this way, this is the response of the circuit with a very less time constant. Now let us increase the time constant, let us say 10 kilo ohms. So that means the time constant is very large when compared with the time period of the input waveforms. So it is very arbitrary large. So let us see the response of the circuit. You can see, let us pause this. You can see the output is almost same as that of input. So since the time constant is almost 10 times that of the time period of the input waveform, the output waveform, you can see the blue line is almost overlapping on the input red waveform. So therefore the output is a similar reproduction of the input. Now let us change, finally we take one more time constant. Let us change this time constant to say, for example, say I place it to 4 or 2 kilo ohms. Let us say 2 kilo ohms. Let us rerun it, or you take the resistor value to say 0.5 kilo ohms. Let us see, previously we have taken 0.1 time constant. Let us see 0.5 kilo ohms. Let us check the response of the circuit. Now the time constant is 0.5 milliseconds. Let us run this response again. So you can see that, so this is the response of this circuit. So in this way you can better understand the concepts of the RC high pass circuit with the square wave input with different time constants. So this is what about response of RC high pass circuit with square wave input. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.